respond. Let us see if the call in public is done. Seeing no one, Councilman Farrar.
I did receive a letter from Arthur Gimson. I responded to Mr. Gimson in his letter, and I was greatly disappointed in the inaccuracies in his letter. The broad brush approach to imply that my comment to Councilman Gimson somehow tarnished the integrity and the great respect that I hold for our community champions, firefighters being one of them. As a matter of fact, I even asked the mayor today in an email to please take some time and set aside for this council meeting so that we may, at a moment of silence, that we may honor the firefighters and those 19 families in Yarnell. There's 19 firefighters in Yarnell and their bereaving families. Mayor, I did ask you in an email to do that. Mayor stated that it would be handled.
Actually, I was stating that it had already been handled.
Nevertheless, I did send an email to the mayor to not only take a moment of silence out of respect for the firefighters in Yarnell, but to actually remember all of our community champions, whether they're law enforcement personnel, emergency medical care individuals as well. So I'm greatly distressed that somehow Arthur Gimson can imply, because I don't agree that that as a collective body, or as by sheer fact of my election to this council, that I have the knowledge and the wherewithal to develop an economic development plan specific for our community. If Councilmember Gimson would talk also with Elliot Pollock, which I did. Elliot Pollock is a highly respected economist in the state. He stated to me, Mike, as a council, it would be foolish for you to presume that you have the experience and the expertise necessary to craft an economic development plan for your community. Although I hold an undergraduate degree in economics and two masters, both MBAs, I made it very clear that I don't presume that I know what is best in terms of economic development for our town, especially given the large capital expenditure that's being proposed. I felt it was best, and the council agreed with me, that we utilize a service such as Urban Land Institute, which was approved unanimously by council, to have a body such as Urban Land Institute to take a look at our economic development proposals and ratify to us, or at least give us the confidence that we're moving forward in an appropriate and prudent direction. When when ex-councilmember Gimson stated that as a council, we don't know what's best for Carefree, I did not say that. What I stated was that by the sheer fact of my election to this office, and I think it's very pompous to think that somehow I am immediately endowed with special knowledge, or my previous background, whatever it may be, as a firefighter, as a commercial real estate broker, as a police officer, or any background that somehow that's not related to economic development for a specific municipality, somehow I know how to do that. And that is what my whole comments were about, Arthur. So I highly object to your derogatory tone and your derogatory accusation toward me, and somehow I do not respect police officers or people that have given their lives or their life. My father was a career military service-related disability that passed 2 years ago, and I consider him a champion as well. And so, again, Mayor, I want to make it very clear that I did ask the mayor to take some time to recognize those brave 19 firefighters that lost their lives in Yarnell. And in no way was my statement directed toward a derogatory nature towards our community champions. So I'm greatly disappointed by your accusation. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you for your comments.